Regardless of how you log into Google Docs, you will arrive at the Docs homepage. Once you do, there are really just four main areas to get familiar with here in the user interface. We'll start at the top in what we call the header section up here. First of all, you'll notice links to other applications such as Gmail, the calendar. Currently, Documents is highlighted. That's what we're looking at. I've got photos, images, web, and more over here as well. If you've got a Google Apps account, you might see your Start Page link up here in the top left corner as well. If you need to change any settings, here's where you go on the right-hand side, just right of your email address. And Settings, Offline Help, Help, and here's where we go to sign out. Now you've got Google Search Engine built right into Google Docs. So here in the search field, when you've got many documents piling up, you can use the Google search engine to find specific documents. We will be doing this later on once we've got some documents loaded here into Google Docs. You've got search options as well as the ability to save your searches. So if it's a search you perform on a regular basis, you can access your saved searches from here as well as over here on the left-hand side in the folder pane. Now we also have a toolbar up here. Here you'll find the toolbar for creating new documents. Clicking the New button allows you to create a new word processing document, spreadsheet, a presentation, or even a new folder. When you want to upload files that exist maybe on your computer, for example, the Upload button will help you do that. When you want to share documents with others, there's a Share button. If you want to rearrange your documents, you can move them around. You can hide them. Here's where you go to delete them, give them a new name, and then we've got more actions down here. Anything with an arrow means you click on it to see some other options. Currently, we have no documents to work with, so there are no more actions available at this time. On the left-hand side is where we stay organized. Here you're going to see items, saved searches, folders. You'll see items by type organized for you, and down below anything that you're sharing. So currently, you can see when I click on Owned by Me, there are no files or documents loaded into Google Docs at this point that are owned by me. Now, if someone's sharing a document with me, I might be able to go to Opened by Me to see those documents that maybe I don't own, but I was given access to. We're going to use stars later on to tag our files. I can access hidden documents. I can access my trash. Anytime we delete a document, it goes to the trash. And here's where we go to empty our trash. So when I click on trash, you'll notice some different options up here on the toolbar like empty trash or undelete to get something back. Saved searches down below. There are no saved searches at this time, but here's where they'll show up. All folders currently expanded. You can see items not in folders is also available here if I want to find items that I haven't actually put into a folder. Now we're going to have to get our heads around the new way of doing things here in Google Docs because we don't actually create copies of a document for different folders. We just tag those documents with folder names. You'll see later on when we do this as we get organized in Google Docs. The other thing that happens automatically for you is when you start creating different types of documents, word processing documents, spreadsheets, and so on. You can view all the items together, or you can go down and have Google Docs automatically filter them for you. So if you only want to see the word processing documents, spreadsheets, presentations, or PDFs, you can do that as well. And when you start sharing your documents with others, you can filter down to just see the items that are being shared with other people. You'll be able to see the contents of those documents as well as who you're sharing with, as well as some other details. We'll get to that later on as well. And whenever you click on an item over here in the left-hand pane, you will see the contents over here in this area. So right now we don't have anything to view, but as we start creating new documents, uploading documents, sharing, and so on, this becomes quite busy, but stays organized all the while. So that's a quick tour of the user interface. We'll talk more about what you see in the user interface as we start working with actual documents. That's coming up in the next chapter.